Good morning, or whenever it is you're watching this. Welcome to reUnify Family Yoga. I'm wondering if any of you guys know who Muji is. Muji is a Guruji to many different humans, and he's a really special guy. He's like the latest who I've been like listening to his different lectures and stuff. He's like very lighthearted and warm, sometimes even a little funny. And this morning I listened to one of his lectures, and it really got me good. It got me good. So I want to share a little bit of it with you. This is how the knowledge spreads, right? Basically, during these times, a lot of us are identifying with the victim in our mind. Myself included. I find myself identifying with the victim. Like, all of these things are happening to me. All of these things are happening to us. What? Like another thing? Another bad thing? And our victim mindset, Eckhart Tolle calls it the pain body, loves to have 1,000 reasons why we're the victim. Like, loves it. Just kind of gets high on accumulating those reasons. Well, this happened to me, then this happened to me, and now this state, right? And there's a part of us, especially if we're on the spiritual path, that's like, no, I don't want the victim mindset. No. And then there's this inner war that happens. And what Muji says is that when you're feeling this experience of suffering, when you decide like, I'm the victim because I'm suffering, when you're having this experience of suffering, you ask yourself in that question, in that moment, you ask yourself the question, well, who is it that's suffering? Who is the sufferer? And in inquiring that again and again and again, all of a sudden, you start identifying with the being behind the thoughts, behind the suffering. And you guys who take my class often know that I kind of like guide you in that direction through different ways. But I want you to use suffering in particular as a way to find yourself stepping in towards being, pure consciousness. So whatever it is you're suffering through, we all got it going on right now. Use that as a portal. Feel that suffering, fully feel it, and say, who is it though? Who is it that's suffering? Let's try. Abby asked me for a really hard class today. So I will be offering lots of different variations. If you're newer to yoga, please take the first variation. But I think it's, for today's intention, it's appropriate to do a little bit harder class because physical suffering is a thing too, right? Let's start with some breath work. We'll do 2 rounds of Bhastrika and 1 inhale retention. Bhastrika's forceful inhales and exhales in and out of the nose. As you inhale, the belly expands. As you exhale, the belly contracts. So real time, it looks and sounds like this. Okay? If you're new, just keep your hands on your belly to make sure the belly's moving. It's not just in and out of the chest. Get in a comfortable seat and close your eyes. You can sway back and forth, side to side a bit to find yourself centered, shoulders above hips. And then root through the sits bones and reach the crown high, shoulders away from the ears. Deep breaths. And I know it's not necessarily the number one thing you want to do when you sit down on your mat, but today we're going to do it. I want you to think of a few scenarios in which you've labeled yourself as the victim. Some of those repetitive thought patterns that at the base of it really feel like, why me, why me, why me? And you can be lighthearted about it. You can even bring a little smile to your face like, yep, I know I'm like that in that situation, in this one. Knowing that the awareness is a beautiful practice, right? There's no punishing or shaming for it. We all have that obsessive mind. For the first time in our hour-long practice, ask yourself the question, who is it that's suffering? Who is it that witnesses those incessant thoughts, the closing of the heart space, the tightening of the throat and shoulders. Take a deep inhale through the nose and an open mouth exhale. Seal your lips. First round of Bhastrika. Begin. Forceful inhales and exhales in and out of the nose. Belly moves out and in. If you're newer to this practice, feel free to go slow. If you're more advanced in your practice, you want to work your pace. Last 10. 2, 1. Complete exhale, empty out, 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 out. Hold empty, relax. Notice if you're a little body high, a little breath high. And then take a deep inhale, fill up, belly, rib cage, chest. Hold at the top. Controlled exhale through both nostrils. Go ahead and move straight into your second round of Bhastrika. Yeah, go as slowly or as quickly as you'd like. So good. Push your pace a little bit, even if you're new. Try to pick it up. Last 10. 3, 2, complete exhale. Empty out, 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 out. Hold empty. Preparing for our inhale retention. Inhale, fill up, belly. Rib cage, chest, hold at the top, tuck your chin to your chest. This is called your Jalandhara Bandha. Now shift the volume of your breath down to your waistline, towards your belly button. If you're new, stay here. If you have a Mula Bandha practice, engage it. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles in and then up. What pranayama, what breath work does, is it brings us into a more subtle layer of our body, of our being. And the more we explore these subtle layers, the closer we are to pure consciousness. Allow yourself to go there. Use every sensation that arises, whether the mind labels it as good or bad, as an opportunity to dive in. Who is it that's experiencing pleasure? Who is it that's experiencing pain? Last 10. You can do it. Relax the pelvic floor, release the chin from the chest, controlled exhale through both nostrils. Nice long hold. Begin to deepen your breath. Enjoying the fullness of breath. Sometimes for me, that's the greatest pleasure. After a long kumbhaka, a long hold, just feeling the deliciousness of an inhale, the release and surrender of an exhale. Got a new playlist going this week. Really excited about it. If you want to flow to it, you can reach over and start the first song of the playlist now. Blink your eyes open. Roll over your shins. Bring your thighs together. Tuck all 10 toes under. Sit back on your heels. If this is immediately like, whoa, no way I'm holding this for a minute, you can bring a block or a pillow on your heel so the hips are lifted. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms meet overhead. Exhale, wrap your right arm underneath your left. Give yourself a big bear hug or take eagle arms, crossing at elbows and wrists. Inhale, elbows up and away. Exhale, elbows down and in. Inhale, elbows up and away. Exhale, elbows down and in. Inhale, elbows up and away. Exhale, pull the elbows down, round. Inhale, unravel the arms, reach them high. You can do it. Exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right. Bear hug or eagle arms. 3 more breaths. Inhale, up. Exhale, round and down. Inhale to lift it up. Lift the gaze, reach. Exhale, round and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, unravel the arms, reach them high. Exhale, release your hands down, untuck your toes. Take the knees wide. Sit your hips back towards your heels for a child's pose shape. And before you get cozy in your child's pose, I want you to thread your left arm underneath your right armpit. And then you can bring your left cheek down to the ground, or you can bend your right elbow and rest your forehead onto your right forearm. Just up to you and what feels better in your shoulder girdle. Breathe into the upper left quadrant of your back. Lift your head up, bring your right hand down to the ground just to press down and unthread the left arm to switch it out. Left palm roots, slide the right arm underneath the left armpit. You can bring the right cheek all the way down, or you can bend your left elbow, resting your head on your left forearm. Breathe into the upper right quadrant of your back. If thoughts come into your practice, I don't want you to usher them away today. I want you to get kind of stoked on it, like, yes, an adventure. Another opportunity to ask myself, who is it that's caught up in incessant thinking? Who is it that's investing energy and attention into thought? In doing this, you'll begin to crack yourself open. Practice, trust, and witness the way it unfolds. Lift your head up, root the left palm down, just to unthread the right arm, and then walk your hands back so you come to seated on your heels. Plant your palms behind you. You can have the fingertips pointing away from you or towards you. It just kind of depends what feels better in your body. For me, pointing away feels best. Press through the shins, lift the hips up, roll the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale to lower the hips back down. And we'll do that 2 more times. Press through the shins, inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale to lower the hips back down. Last time we're going to hold. Press through the shins and lift the hips up. Exhale to hold. Squeeze your glutes. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Lengthen both sides of the neck. Maybe take your gaze up and back. Breathe through the front body. Feel that opening in the chest, the shoulders. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring the hips back down. Walk your hands forward. Step your feet back to a high plank. Phalakasana. Shoulders stack above the wrists. Spread your fingers wide. Press down into your fingertips. Feet are hip width distant apart. Lengthen both sides of the neck. Inhale to hover your right leg. Feel the right glute squeezing. Just to hold it in place. Press through the ball of the left foot. You should feel your weight in your fingertips. Deep inhale here. Exhale, right knee to nose, tiger pose. Round through the back body. Feel the core engaged, the space between the shoulder blades open. Feel the heat build in the arms, the core. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. You can drop the back knee down or keep it lifted. That's up to you. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Encourage the right hip back. Press through the ball of the left foot. Squeeze your left glute. Reach the arms up. Deep inhale. Exhale, external rotation of the shoulders and extend the arms back. Kind of like an airplane arm shape, but the palms are facing out. Imagine that you're trying to tap the backs of your hands together to open up the chest. Yes. So your shoulders are in external rotation. The palms are facing out. That means the eyes, the elbows are kind of turning upward towards the ceiling. Breathe. Like you're scooping something up. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. Exhale, external rotation. Again, palms facing out. Inhale, like you're scooping something up. Sweep the arms forward. Exhale, external rotation. Turn the palms to face out. And then this time, turn the palms to face in. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, draw the knuckles along the back leg. Option to drop the back knee at any point. If you like that building of heat, maintain it. Squeeze the heels of the palms together, even if the elbows got to bend. And keep space between your back body and the fists. On an inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Rotate, drop the left knee down. Rotate your back shin so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. Been loving this one lately. Walk your hands to the inside of the right foot. Send your hips to the back right corner of the mat. Walk your hands to the top left corner of the mat. And just breathe. Try to keep encouraging your right hip into external rotation. So the front knee is bent and that knee's pointing out towards the second toe at least, maybe even as far as the pinky toe. Visit all of the places in your body today. Really like drop in, but particularly visit the places that feel tight, that are like little trigger points for you. Because today we're using those as portals. Walk your hands back towards your pelvis. Bring the right arm or right tricep to the inside of the right knee. And then inhale, sweep the left arm high. Kind of like a modified extended side angle. Option to stay right here. Option to wrap your left forearm to your low back. Just taking a half bind, rolling the left shoulder blade down and back. Option to take a full bind, reaching right arm underneath right thigh and clasping the hands. Please don't round forward unless you can really roll the shoulder blade down and back once you do round to grab the hands. Press through right foot, press through left shin, breathe. Remember that first option is perfect, reaching the arms in opposites. Good. Inhale, release the arms, extend them. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Turn the back shin to parallel to the side of the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Inhale, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee, stack your right hip over your left. And then encourage the right shoulder down. Take big circles with the right knee and right ankle in one direction. And then the other direction. Inhale, right leg extends, hips level. Exhale, right foot down, shift forward to a high plank. Your weight should not be in the heels of the palms. Shift the shoulders forward so you feel it in the fingertips. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale to hover the left leg. Hips are flat across. Left glute, left butt cheek engaged to hold the leg in space. Make sure your toes are on the left foot are pointed or flexed. Breathe here. Feel the strength in your body. Deep inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round through the back body, tuck the chin. Yes, pull it in. Puff up through the back of the heart space. Try to keep the hips low, the core engaged, the breath steady. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Of course, you have the option to drop the back knee down. Your body, your practice. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. First, just setting up this very traditional shape. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. Root through the left heel, fan the toes out. Lift your right heel as high as you can. Do your best to straighten the right leg and then squeeze the right glute. If that creates compression in your low back, bend the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms back in an external rotation. Turn the palms to face out. The backs of your hands are facing each other. Backs of the hands if you're trying to tap the hands. Now roll the shoulder blades down and back. Left hip back. Engage the low belly. Feel that openness in the chest. Maybe you feel the musculature in the backs of the shoulders, like, ooh, working to press the backs of the hands together. Breathe. Yeah, just a little something different. See if you can bring your hands even closer behind you. And then inhale, scoop the air up in front of you. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, take them back, out. Tap the backs of the hands together. Inhale, scoop the air up in front of you, lift it up. Exhale, back out, tap the backs of the hands together. From here, turn the palms to face each other, and then awkward interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, external rotation of the shoulders. Draw the knuckles along the back leg. You can drop your back knee at any point. Know that if you're dropping your back knee to avoid that suffering, just remember today's intention. Slow the breath down. You got this. Patience. Involve the inner thigh so your left quadricep isn't doing all the work. Nice breathing. Inhale, sweep the arms up, releasing the bind. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot. Drop your back shin down. Rotate it so you're kind of in a supported warrior two. Good, and then send the hips to the back left corner of the mat. Walk your hands to the top right corner of the mat. Root through the right shin, root through the left foot, breathe. For me, this really stretches the left inner thigh, but every body is different. We're all taking these times differently, right? Experiencing them differently. Just the same way each shape, a yoga pose in Abby's body versus my body will be a completely different mental, emotional, physical experience. On an exhale, walk your hands back to the inside of the left foot. Press left arm into left knee into left arm, and inhale your right arm high. Kind of like a supported extended side angle of sorts. Scoop the left sit bone under. Spiral the right side of the chest open. Option to wrap your right forearm to your low back. You can stay right here. Option to take the full bind, reaching left arm underneath the left thigh, clasping the hands. Try to keep shoulders in line with the hips. You're creating a pressure between left arm, left thigh, left arm. Breathe. On an inhale, release the arms. Exhale, hands down to frame your left foot. Turn the back shin. Tuck the right toes. Lift the right knee. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee. Stack your left hip over your right. Encourage the left shoulder down. Take big circles with the left knee in one direction. Press through the fingertips. Take those circles in the other direction. And then inhale, left leg re-extends, hips level. Exhale, left foot down to the ground, downward facing dog. Press through the palms. External rotation of the shoulders. Send the hips up and back. Press the heels down towards the ground. Breath flows. On an exhale, shift forward into a high plank. Inhale, your right leg hovers. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. Inhale to pull it up and in. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Flex your right foot intensely and drop to the pinky edge side of your right foot. If you're trying to make this practice a little easier today, you can drop the back knee. If you want more depth, come down to your forearms. So the big toe edge side of your right foot should be lifted, but your ankle, your foot is very flexed, so you're not sickling at your ankle. It's an external rotation all the way up at the right hip. Squeeze. If you're choosing to have the back knee lifted, squeeze your left glute. Try and level out the hips. Lift that left hip. Breathe. So good. If you're newer to the practice, I want you to just stay here and breathe, okay? Unless you're like really got that idea today that you want to be challenged. If you're on your forearms, come up to your palms. Good. Squeeze the right knee into the right armpit. Inhale, hover the right foot. Exhale, extend the right leg straight back. Inhale, see if you can pulse the right heel up. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. Inhale, pull the right knee up into the right armpit. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of the right hand and bend the elbows deeply. See if you can tap the nose to the ground. Inhale, straighten the arms, extend the right leg straight back. Exhale, pulse that heel up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. Inhale, pull the right knee up. Exhale, step the right foot out and bend the elbows simultaneously, sinking low in the hips. One more time. Inhale, straighten the arms, right leg back. Exhale, pulse the heel up. Hold it here. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. Inhale to pull it up. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Bend the elbows. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot through to a low lunge. So those of you who are still in runner's lunge, inhale, right leg up and back and step the right foot through to meet us here. Turn the left heel down, warrior two stance. Right heel would intersect with left arch if a line was drawn from it. Inhale, open up. Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Slow the breath down. If you need some open mouth exhales, take them. Press through the pinky edge side of your left foot. Inhale, extend the right arm as far forward as you can. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm down, left arm up. If you're very new to the practice and you need a breather, right forearm to right thigh. Options, options, options. If you want to take a half bind, left forearm to low back. If you want to take a full bind, right arm underneath right thigh, clasp the hands, and roll the left shoulder blade down and back. Breathe. Scoop right sit bone under. Spiral the left side of the chest open. Release your binds if you have one. Inhale, reverse triangle, right leg straight, right arm up and back. Few options here. You can bend your right elbow, grab the right elbow with the left hand, and pull the right elbow down. If you have a full bind practice, you're going to reach the left arm straight out, turn the thumb down, wrap it around, and clasp the hands. Press with the feet, zip the inner thighs up, squeeze them up and in, and then take your right elbow up and back, breathe through your right side body. Take another inhale here. Exhale, windmill the hands down to frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, step your left foot forward, hip width distant apart from the right. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward and root the right palm in the center. Inhale, straighten the left leg and send the left arm high. Level out your hips. This is a beginner variation right here. Option to wrap your left forearm to your low back. You can even wiggle those left fingertips into your right hip crease. Option to reach the right arm between the legs and take the full bind. Clasping the hands to the outside of the right hip. Please listen to your body. Don't let the ego decide where you're going to go with it. Go to a place where you feel sensation and then ask yourself, who is it that feels sensation? Who is it that labels this sensation? Like, okay, that's my shoulder, that's my inner thigh. Who is it that listens to the labels? Just diving deeper and deeper. Binds, release. Inhale, right arm down, left arm up. Exhale, left palm down to the ground, slight bend to both knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. Option to drop down to the knees for more support. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward. Exhale, bend the elbows back to a 90-degree angle and hold here. Breathe, engage your low belly. You can do it. Inhale, press up to a high plank, hover the right foot. Exhale, shift the shoulders forward, bend the elbows back to a 90-degree angle. Know that you can be doing this with the left knee down. Breathe, engage your low belly, press through the fingertips, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, right foot down or right knee down. Inhale, left leg extends or hovers. Exhale, shift the shoulders forward, low plank. Hold, press through the fingertips, squeeze the elbows in. Engage your low belly. Lift those shoulders, Abby. On an inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, left foot down, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Breathe here. She asked for hard. On an exhale, shift forward into a high plank. Good. Inhale, your left leg hovers. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. Squeeze it up and in. Press through the fingertips. High onto the ball of the right foot. Feel engagement through the whole body. On an exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Good. I'm going to recommend active, keeping the back knee lifted, but you know your body best, okay? Flex the left foot and drop to the pinky edge side of your left foot, so you're really getting a stretch in the inner groin. You can stay up on the palms or you can come down to the forearms. Make sure your elbows are directly beneath your shoulders if you're on the forearms. If you're choosing to have the back knee lifted, make sure you're squeezing the right glute and trying to lift your right hip so that it's level with your left. Lean towards sensation. Lean towards human experience. Every challenge an opportunity to dive deeper. Can you choose to take it as such? Those of you who are newer to the practice, I want you to just stay here in runner's lunge and breathe. If you'd like something a little more intense and you're on your forearms, come up to the palms. Good. Squeeze the left knee into the left elbow. On an inhale, hover the left foot. Good. Exhale, extend the left leg back. Inhale, pulse that left heel up. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. Inhale to pull it up and in. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the hand. Bend the elbows, tap the nose. Inhale, straighten the arms, extend the left leg back. Exhale, pulse it up. Inhale to hold it here this time. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. Inhale to pull it up and in. Exhale, step the left foot out, bend the elbows down. One more time. Inhale, straighten the arms, left leg back. Exhale, pulse it up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Inhale, pull it up and in. Exhale, step the left foot, bend the elbows back. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Those of you in runner's lunge can slowly meet us here, left leg in extension. Exhale, step the left foot through. Rotate the back heel down. Inhale, open up, warrior two. You know it's a good one when I'm asking you to slow your heart rate in a warrior two. Breathe here. Sink low in the hips. Press through the pinky edge side of your right foot. Inhale, left arm reaches forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Rotate the arms. Option to rest your left forearm on your left thigh if you'd like. Option for a half bind, right forearm to low back. Option for a full bind, left arm underneath left thigh, hands clasp at the outside of the left hip. Scoop left sit bone underneath. Spiral the right side of the chest open. Press through the back foot. Enjoy the breath. Sweet patience. Yes. On an inhale, release the binds, extend the arms up. Just take another exhale here. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten both legs, left arm up and back. Exhale, bend your left elbow, grab hold of it with your right hand. For a little easier variation or for more intense variation, reach the right arm out, turn the thumb down, wrap it around. So the right palm faces away from your back and left palm faces towards. Press down through both feet. So Pada Bandha is engaged. Arches of the feet are lifting. Draw your low belly in. Take that left elbow up and back. Breathe through your left side. Drop into that space beyond physical sensation, beyond thought. That infinite ether that's within each and every one of us. That makes us interconnected. That makes yoga, union, a thing. A very special thing at that. Take a deep inhale up along the left leg, left side body. Exhale, release the bind, hands down to frame your left foot, tuck your right toes. Inhale, step the right foot up, hip width distant apart from the left, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Center out your left palm. Bend your left knee, straighten the right leg, inhale your right arm high. Know that this is perfect. Shoulders away from the ears. You can stay right here. Or you can wrap your right forearm to your low back for a half bind. You can reach the left arm between the legs for a full bind, clasping the hands. Keep the breath steady and full. Especially if there's that natural reaction for it to become constricted. That means in this pose, it's going to best serve you to breathe and breathe freely. Knowing that it'll free up those little stuck areas that cause that immediate constriction. If you have a bind, release, inhale, extend arms in opposites. Exhale, both hands down to the ground, slight bend to both knees. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to a high plank. Remember, you can drop your knees for this. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, bend the elbows back to a 90-degree angle. Take a round of breath here. Inhale, straighten the arms, right leg hovers. Exhale, lower. A round of breath here. I think I did 3 last time, so we good. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, right foot or right knee down. Inhale, left leg hovers. Exhale, bend the elbows back. Round of breath here. Press through the fingertips. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, left foot or left knee down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Breathe. On an exhale, walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Hands back towards the feet. Good. I want everybody to go into a pretty deep hamstring opener. So if you'd like and you're a little tighter in the hammies, just bend your knees and grab opposite elbows. This will probably feel like plenty in the backs of the legs. If you're a little more open, I want you to wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. Straighten the legs, pull the chest forward. Try to keep the legs straight as you exhale, bend the elbows out and pull your crown down. If you're somewhere in between, you could take the toe bind with a micro bend to your knees. Breathe into the backs of the legs. If your mind takes you anywhere other but here and now, ask yourself, who is it that's suffering from this distraction? Exhale for a little bit of deeper fold. Bottom of your exhale, release your bind, whether you have the rectangle or the toe bind. Inhale to halfway lift, straighten the legs, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward to a downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot through to a low lunge. Rotate the left heel down, walk both hands to the inside of the right foot. Extended side angle once again. Reach the left arm across the chest. So if you're newer to your practice, you're going to stay right here. If you're looking for a challenge, take your bind again. Wrapping right arm underneath, left hand clasps the right hand. So Abby will do the more advanced. I'll do the a little bit simpler. Look down at your right big toe. Press down through the big toe mound. Pop up to your left big toe. And then really launch off the right foot and see if you can play with hovering the left foot, left shin. Bound half moon is very difficult. Know that it's okay to feel frustrated. Use that as a portal to dive deeper. Breathe. Yes, good job. Giving it a go. Breathe. Good. Exhale, bend the right knee. Land the pinky edge side of your left foot down. Binds release. On an inhale, rise up. Turn the feet to parallel. Reach the arms high. Exhale, sweep the right arm down, opening up into a twist. You can start with the right hand at center underneath the face, left arm high. If you're looking for something a little more intense, you can reach the right hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Again, if you want to keep building, you can wrap your left forearm behind you. Shoulders so open by the end of this thing. If you want the full bind, reach the right arm between the legs and clasp at the outer edge of the right hip. Look over the left shoulder, deepen the twist at the bottom of every exhale. Feel your feet beneath you. In times of discomfort, in times of great challenge, feel your feet beneath you and your breath in your body. Binds, release, inhale, extend the left arm high. Exhale, walk your hands all the way to the front of the mat, low lunge. Right knee bends, left toes tuck. Inhale, step your left foot up, hip width distant apart from the right, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward and center out your right palm. Inhale, your left arm high, straighten the left leg. Exhale, wrap your left forearm to your low back. Everyone's going to try for the full bind. So reach the right arm between the legs, and if your hands don't clasp, just grab your clothes. Okay? If you're newer to the practice, well, everybody shift your weight into your left heel and begin to lift your right heel. If you're newer to the practice, this might be where you stay. If you want to go a little more intense, press with the left heel and play with hovering the right foot. If you're fairly advanced in your practice, you can move into birds of paradise, lifting the right knee up, stacking the shoulders above hips. Ooh, my shoulders don't want that today. You can stay here with the knee bent, or you can extend the right leg. Breathe. Know that just hovering the right foot is enough. Yeah. Good. It's nice to fall out because it's nice to see how our mind and our body reacts to that. Choosing to be gentle and compassionate with ourselves. Those of you in birds of paradise, begin to bring the right foot back down. Root the right palm down. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, left hand down, a slight bend to both knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, press back to a downward facing dog. Just breathe in your down dog, and if you need some release, take open mouth exhales. Yeah, let's take that series on the other side. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot through. Warrior two stance in the lower body. Rotate the right heel down and walk your hands to the inside of the left foot. And then reach your right arm across the chest. You can always pop up to your left forearm if you'd like. So those of you who are new to the practice, you're going to stay with the arms in extension. Those of you who want to challenge yourself, go for the bind. Look down at your left big toe. Bring your shoulders stacked above your hips. Yes. Press down through the big toe mound of the left foot and then pop up to your right toe. And then just play with lifting the right foot. You can lift it, drop it down, lift it, drop it down. Engage your low belly and flex the right foot while you do have it lifted. Half moon or bound half moon. That's up to you. Keep the breath going. In times of struggle, feel into your breath. Feel into the life force flowing through the body. Yeah. Good. Take another inhale, whatever you're working with. Exhale, bend the left knee, land the ball of the right foot down. Binds, release. Inhale, straighten both legs. Turn the feet to parallel. Exhale, sweep the left hand down, right arm high. You can stay right here at center. You can take your left hand to the outer edge of the right foot. You can wrap your right forearm to your low back. You can even reach the left arm between the legs and bind to the outer edge of the left hip. Roll that right shoulder blade down and back. Look up over the right shoulder. Deepen your twist at the bottom of every exhale. You got it. Inhale your right arm high if you have it bound. Exhale, crawl both hands to the front of the mat, low lunge. Left knee bends, right toes tuck. Inhale, step your right foot up, hip width distant apart from the left, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward, center out the left palm. Inhale your right arm high, right leg straightens. Exhale, wrap your right forearm to your low back. Everybody's gonna go for the full bind, so reach the left arm between the legs. Even if you can't clasp your hands, just grab your clothes. Press down through the right heel and lift your left heel up. This might be where you stay. You might hover the left foot. You might come into birds of paradise, pressing through the right heel to lift the left knee. Shoulders above hips. Option to extend the left leg if you'd like. It's okay to fall. It's okay to fail. These are the ways in which we learn about the mind. We learn about our expectations. Yes, breathe. Sometimes you might take it into a more difficult posture and be like, you know what? Not today. Shouldn't have requested hard. It's okay. No need to take yourself seriously. Those of you in birds of paradise, take another inhale. And then exhale, bring that left foot down slowly. Inhale, binds, release. Left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Both knees bend. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step back for our final downward facing dog. Yes, press your chest back towards your shins. Enjoy this home base here. And if you're newer to yoga and this doesn't feel like home base, just take child's pose instead. On an exhale, drop both knees down to the mat. Oh yeah, baby. We've done so much shoulder opening. We got to take advantage of that and do a heart opener, huh? Come up to standing on your shins or your knees. Ustrasana, Camel Pose. Roll the shoulder blades down and back and bring your hands to support your low back so the fingertips are pointing downward. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. Encourage the hips forward. Lift the chest up and then take your gaze back. Breathe here. Think about the lift in the center of the chest rather than the depth in the back bend. Yes. Feel the flow of the breath up and down the heart space, throat, third eye center. Take it into your full depth on an exhale. And then inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, sit your hips back to your heels and swing your legs around. Let's go straight for a Pashimotonasana Counterfold. Flex your feet, curl your toes back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Grab what you can, whether it's shins, ankles, or feet. Bend your elbows back, pull the chest through. Exhale, fold deeper. Part of this victim mindset in the headspace is that there's always going to be a new problem. And when you get attached to that victim mindset, it's like you almost search for the next problem, right? If that's a tendency that you kind of feel stuck in right now, it's cool. You're definitely not alone. Just shine the light of your consciousness on it. Like, oh yeah, I see that that's happening. That itself will already begin to transform that stuck mindset, set you free from it. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, reach them forward. Turn the palms face up and slowly roll down to your back. Yes, gather your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers to the webbing. Press the back of the left thigh down. Then flip the bottom of the right foot upward, so the right ankle stacked over the right knee, and grab the inner edge of the right ankle, pull the knee down. If you can keep your shoulder rooted and grab your right big toe, do that. Staying here feels good, then stay here. If you want more, extend the right leg out to the side, and then reach the left arm up and overhead, lengthening the left side as you extend through the right heel. I'm giving options, so you take the option that's best for you. Breathe. If you have the right leg in extension, exhale, bend the right knee back in, left arm by your side. If you are tighter in your hips, I want you to bend the left knee and bring the bottom of the left foot down. If you're very open, keep the left leg in extension. Swing your right shin across your chest. Two options here. Release your toe if you have it bound. Two options here. If you're tighter in your hips, fork lift your shin. So bring your arms underneath the shin. If you're more open in your hips, bear hug your shin. Wrap your arms around the front of the shin. Inhale to lay the head back. Exhale to round forward, trying to touch your nose to your calf. Inhale to lay the head back, pulling the shin in. Exhale to round forward. Inhale, lay it back, pull the shin in. Exhale to round forward. Hold here on an inhale, press the shin into the arms. Exhale, lay your head down and pull the shin in towards the chest. Inhale, extend your right leg high, releasing the bind. Exhale, lower the right heel down. And if you have the left foot rooted, slide the left leg out. Interlace your fingers at the front of the left shin and pull that left knee up and in, wind removing pose. Flex your right foot, press the back of the right thigh down, and just breathe into your low belly. If you're taking this class and you're like, oh, there's so much I can't do, this or that is too hard, just see that cycle of thoughts and kind of smile because you just found the victim. Know that you can always adjust. You can always modify. Especially because you're at home. No one's watching. Flip the bottom of the left foot upward, grab hold of the left ankle, and pull the knee down to the side of the torso. If you can easily grab your left big toe with your peace fingers, do it. Just want to keep the left shoulder rooted. Press the back of the right thigh down. Option to stay here. Option to extend the left leg out to the side and then reach the right arm up and overhead, lengthening through the right side. Breathe. Breathe all the way down into the pelvic bowl, into the low belly. If your left leg is extended, exhale, bend the left knee back in, right arm by the side. If you're tighter in the hips, bring the bottom of the right foot down to the ground. Swing your left shin across your body. Release the bind of the toe if you have it. And then you can fork lift the left shin, or you can take that bear hug around it. Okay? Take an inhale here. Exhale, round it forward. Touch your nose towards your shin. Inhale, lay the head down, pull the forearm in. Shin in. Exhale, round through the back body, tuck the chin. Inhale, lay it down. Exhale, round it forward. Now take an inhale, press your shin into your arms. Exhale, head back down, pull the shin in as close as possible. Inhale, release the bind, extend the left leg up. Exhale, lower the left heel down and slide your right leg down and out. Oh yeah, inhale, a full body stretch, reach the legs long, arms long. Exhale, pull your knees into your chest. Hands to knees, take little circles with the knees to massage your low back. We've done a lot of hip opening and our thigh opening. And then wrap your arms around your shins, bring your forehead to meet your knees. Take a deep inhale, fill the lungs up. Hold to the top and squeeze. Squeeze your toes, your inner thighs, your arms, your face. Give that inner victim a big old hug like, look, babe, it's going to be all right, huh? And then exhale, release. Shavasana. Legs long. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. And maybe let out a big open mouth sigh. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to not have a problem sometimes. The mind is a powerful tool that loves to solve problems. And as soon as we realize that, we free ourselves from it. Using it only when we need to. And whenever we don't have control, we feel like, man, I just can't get the thoughts to stop. I can't get the victim-y thoughts to stop. Say to yourself, who is it that's suffering? Who is it that wants a life free of problems, free of expectations, free of attachments? Who is it that wants a life of endless, uninhibited joy? Begin to pull your breath all the way down into the low belly. And just allow your exhales to effortlessly fall from the lips. Infuse your body with awareness. Trying to feel all the way down into the space between the toes and the space between each hair on your head. Everything in between. Reawaken. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Fan the toes out, spread the fingers wide. Flop the feet side to side. Roll out your wrists, and when you're ready, inhale, expand, open to a full body stretch. Exhale, knees to your chest. Roll to your right side in a fetal position. Ask yourself the question, ask yourself often, who is it that's suffering? And just see where that takes you. Press up into a seat. Bring your hands into prayer at your heart center. Let's close with an Om. Deep inhale to Om. Namaste. Love you, fam.